gonna tell you the stuff you don't know about. He's never forgiven me for playing this part. But my contact with him was first.
Jack Nicholson is Hollywood royalty. 3 Oscars, 12 nominations.
He's perfectionist, as almost everyone we've discussed would fall into that personality characteristic.
60 years of iconic performances, from The Joker to The Shining to One Flew Over the Cuckoo's Nest. Jack defined what it means to be a movie star.
Gentlemen, let's broaden our minds. Lawrence?
But behind that famous grin and those dark sunglasses, Jack has opinions, strong ones, brutal ones. For decades, Jack played the game. He smiled at award shows. He shook hands with actors he couldn't stand. He kept his mouth shut about the phonies, the frauds, and the failures. But now, at 87 years old, Jack doesn't care anymore. He's done pretending. Jack came up in the 60s when acting meant taking risks, when directors like Kubrick and Polanski pushed actors to their breaking points, when every role was a chance to do something dangerous and real. He learned from the best and became the best. He earned his legend. But Hollywood changed. Method acting became an excuse for bad behavior. Pretty faces replaced real talent, and actors started caring more about their brand than their craft. Jack watched it all happen. He saw the art form he loved turn into a business he barely recognized. These 10 actors represent everything Jack hates about modern Hollywood. Some are too soft, some are too fake. Some took roles Jack wanted, and some just annoyed him so much that he refused to work with them ever again. The number 3 name almost ended a 30-year friendship. So let's start with number 10. 10. Keanu Reeves. Jack Nicholson respects action stars who know their lane. But Keanu Reeves tried to be a serious actor, and Jack never bought it.
Is with most people, it's an unusual choice of occupation for a sort of centrally placed.
They crossed paths in Hollywood circles for decades. Jack watched Keanu go from Point Break to The Matrix to John Wick. Big box office, huge fame, internet worship. But Jack sees something different. An actor with one expression trying to play 100 different roles. Keanu is famous for being nice. The internet loves him for giving up his subway seat and buying crew members gifts. Jack finds all that suspiciously perfect. Real people aren't that nice all the time. Real people have edges and darkness. Keanu's whole persona feels manufactured to Jack. Like a PR team designed the perfect humble celebrity, and Keanu just plays that role forever. What really bothers Jack is the acting itself. Keanu speaks in the same soft monotone in every movie. He has the same confused puppy dog expression, whether he's playing a lawyer, a Buddha, or an assassin. There's no range, no depth, no transformation. Just Keanu being Keanu in different costumes. 9. Jared Leto. Jack Nicholson played the Joker in 1989 and created an iconic villain that people still talk about today. He brought darkness and humor in perfect balance.
Long time. And of all characters to whom these ideas might apply, just academically, the Joker is one of.
Then in 2016, Jared Leto played the Joker in Suicide Squad, and Jack watched the whole thing with complete disgust.
I am not someone who is loved. I'm an idea.
Leto sent dead rats to his co-stars. He mailed used condoms. He stayed in character off-set and demanded people call him Joker. The media called it intense method acting. Jack called it a desperate cry for attention from someone with nothing real to offer. Jack knows method acting. He's done it. He went to dark places for The Shining. He lived inside the mind of a murderer for The Pledge. But he never tortured his co-workers. He never made the crew miserable. He did the work internally and saved the performance for the camera. 8. Nicolas Cage. Jack Nicholson can go big. He's famous for explosive performances that fill the entire screen. But there's a difference between big and ridiculous.
Embody your own work. I would imagine makes anyone wince, or at least it should.
And Nicolas Cage crossed that line so many times that Jack lost count. They're actually related. Cage is the nephew of Francis Ford Coppola, who directed Jack in several films. So Jack watched Cage's career from the beginning. He saw the potential, he saw some good early work. Then he watched it all spiral into chaos. Cage started making bizarre choices. The weird voice in Vampire's Kiss, the over-the-top screaming in The Wicker Man, the completely unhinged performance in Face Off. Jack believes acting should look effortless even when it's hard. Cage makes everything look like he's trying to win a contest for most dramatic facial expression. What bothers Jack most is that Cage had real talent once. He won an Oscar for Leaving Las Vegas. That performance was controlled, subtle, devastating. But then Cage discovered he could make millions doing action movies where he just yelled and ran around. So he stopped trying. 7. Shia LaBeouf. Jack Nicholson has lived a wild life. He's partied hard. He's had affairs. He's done things that would destroy careers today, but he kept it private. He never turned his personal chaos into a public spectacle. Shia LaBeouf did the opposite, and Jack finds it pathetic.
You can duck down if you want. I mean, it won't hurt my feelings.
No. I didn't mean here with you. I just meant here, like...
Shia started as a Disney kid and became a Spielberg protege. He had everything going for him. Then the meltdown started. The plagiarism scandal. The paper bag on his head at a premiere. The live streaming art project where he sat in a room and let people do whatever they wanted to him. The arrest for public intoxication. It never stopped. Jack watched all this unfold with a mixture of amusement and disgust. Shia called his behavior performance art. Jack called it what it really was, a privileged kid having a breakdown and filming it for attention. 6. Tom Cruise. Jack Nicholson respects dedication, but Tom Cruise takes dedication to a level that Jack finds creepy and controlling. They're both Hollywood royalty from different generations. They've crossed paths at every major industry event for 40 years. And Jack has never trusted Tom for a second. The Scientology thing bothers Jack. Not just that Tom is a member, but how he recruits others. How he uses his fame to promote the organization. How he cuts off relationships with anyone who speaks against it. Jack believes in personal freedom. Tom believes in absolute devotion to a system. But it's not just religion. It's Tom's entire approach to life and career. Everything is controlled. Every interview is calculated. Every public appearance is managed. Tom never breaks character as Tom Cruise, the perfect movie star, and Jack finds that level of control disturbing. Jack has played unhinged characters and charming devils. But when the camera stops, he's himself. Flawed, messy, complicated. Tom never drops the mask. Even in private moments, people say he's still performing the role of Tom Cruise. 5. Marlon Brando. This one surprises people. Marlon Brando is considered one of the greatest actors ever.
They start shooting in a week.
I'm gonna make him an offer he can't refuse.
Jack worshipped him early in his career, but by the end, Jack couldn't stand him. And the reason is simple. Brando gave up and turned himself into a joke. They worked together on the Missouri Breaks in 1976. It should have been amazing. Two legends acting opposite each other. But Brando showed up overweight, unprepared, and uninterested. He wore ridiculous costumes and made up strange accents. He refused to memorize lines and read them off cue cards hidden around the set. Jack tried to make it work. He came prepared every day hoping Brando would take it seriously. But Brando treated the whole production like a paid vacation. He collected his massive paycheck and put in minimal effort. Jack felt betrayed by someone he'd admired his entire life. 4. Dustin Hoffman. Jack Nicholson and Dustin Hoffman are the same generation. They both broke through in the late 60s. They both redefined what a leading man could be. They should have been friends. Instead, Jack thinks Dustin is an unbearable, pretentious bore. The problem is Dustin's approach to method acting. He famously stayed awake for days to look exhausted in Marathon Man. Laurence Olivier, his co-star, suggested he just try acting instead. Jack agrees with Olivier. All that suffering isn't noble. It's self-indulgent and exhausting for everyone around you. Jack and Dustin have different philosophies. Jack believes in preparation, but he doesn't torture himself. He finds the character through observation, imagination, and instinct. Dustin needs to literally become the person through physical and emotional punishment. It's exhausting just watching him work. They've been at the same parties and events for 50 years. People who witness their interactions say the tension is obvious. They're polite but cold. They compliment each other's work with a tone that suggests they're really saying the opposite. 3. Meryl Streep. This is the one that shocks people. Meryl Streep is considered the greatest actress of all time. 21 Oscar nominations, 3 wins. Everyone worships her, except Jack Nicholson. He thinks she's overrated, calculated, and boring. Jack's problem with Meryl isn't that she's bad. She's technically perfect. She masters accents. She disappears into characters. She hits every mark. But to Jack, that's the problem. It's all technique. There's no danger, no unpredictability, no raw emotion. Just a very skilled actress showing you her skills. Jack believes great acting should feel dangerous. You should worry the actor might explode, or break down, or do something completely unexpected. Meryl always feels safe. You know exactly what you're getting. A polished, professional, perfectly calibrated performance, and Jack finds that boring. 2. Robert De Niro. This one hurts. Jack Nicholson and Robert De Niro were rivals and reluctant friends for decades. They're the 2 greatest actors of their generation. They pushed each other to be better. But over the last 20 years, Jack watched Bobby throw away his legacy for easy paychecks. And it broke Jack's heart. De Niro in the 70s and 80s was untouchable. Taxi Driver, Raging Bull, Goodfellas. He transformed himself completely for every role. He was dangerous, unpredictable, and brilliant. Then something changed. He started doing comedies. Bad comedies. Meet the Parents. Analyze This. Dirty Grandpa. Jack watched in horror. What makes it worse is that Bobby is still capable of great work. The Irishman proved he hasn't lost his skills. But instead of choosing projects that challenge him, he takes whatever pays the most. Jack believes that's a betrayal of everything they stood for as young actors. 1. Jack Nicholson. The biggest actor Jack Nicholson hates is himself. Not the legend, but the man. The one who gave up. The one who stopped working. The one who let fear win. Jack hasn't made a movie since 2010. He's been retired for over a decade. The official story is that he's enjoying life. The truth, according to people close to him, is darker. He's afraid. Afraid of memory loss. Afraid of embarrassing himself. Afraid that one bad performance will destroy everything he built. Jack watches actors his age still working. Anthony Hopkins, Michael Caine, Robert Redford before he finally stopped. They kept going. They risked looking old or slow or past their prime. Jack chose safety, and he hates himself for it. The irony kills him. He spent his career playing fearless characters, men who took insane risks and didn't care about consequences. Then when it came time to risk his own legacy, he walked away. He proved he wasn't as brave as the men he played. At 87 years old, Jack Nicholson is done lying. These 10 actors represent everything he hates about Hollywood and himself. The fakers, the sellouts, the cowards, and the quitters. Some of them are still working. Some retired like him, but they all failed in their own way. Maybe Jack is too harsh. Maybe his standards are impossible. Or maybe he's right. Maybe Hollywood needs more actors willing to call out mediocrity and cowardice. What do you think? Do these 10 actors deserve Jack's hatred? Or is he just a bitter old legend who can't accept that his time is over? Drop your thoughts in the comments and subscribe for more brutal Hollywood truths that nobody else will tell you.